A few weeks ago, my wife Jenny was given some pretty bad news regarding her health. To be honest, it wasn't a total surprise when we were given the results of her tests. I held her hand as the doctor went through the results. It was good news and bad news, I guess. The bad news was that Jenny had been diagnosed with a serious and life-changing health condition. The good news was that the health professionals were cautiously optimistic Jenny's condition was treatable. It wasn't going to be pleasant, obviously, but at least we had a glimmer of hope. Yeah? Given the nature of her treatment, she was going to need round-the-clock care at home. In other words, I knew I had to be her carer for what we guessed was going to be a few months, depending on how she responded to the treatment. So, whilst it never occurred to me that I could do anything other than care for my wife, I won't lie, I was dreading telling my manager that essentially I was going to need an indefinite amount of time from work. The thing is, I'm in my 50s. I'm not that far away from retirement. I'm aware that it would probably be very easy for the manager to suggest early retirement. And to be honest, that's what I was expecting when I went to talk to my manager, Emma. Oh, I was dreading the conversation. I don't feel ready for retirement. I love my job and my colleagues, but I couldn't have been more wrong. Emma she was just amazing. When I told her about the situation, she smiled and said, "Ramesh, you're putting pressure on yourself. Let me try to take some of that pressure away." She immediately told me that my job was safe and that I was responsible for looking after my wife. Work always comes second to family, she told me. She wished both Jenny and myself well and asked me to keep her informed as to how things progress with Jenny. Emma talked about possible options down the line, phasing me back into work, perhaps doing some hours from home as and when Jenny's condition improved. So I suppose I wanted to relate this as a really positive experience at work. Emma made me feel safe, valued, and equal, I suppose. Equal as a human being, I suppose, if that makes sense. It's early days, but Jenny's doing well, and I feel at least I could devote my time to her properly without worrying about work.